If you have weak knees, then you need to do these. Hey there, my name's Coach Tyler from WeShape, where our goal is to help you feel better in your body. And if you have weak knees, well then guess what? There are 3 muscle groups that nobody strengthens that are gonna make your knees strong and make them feel considerably better, okay? So we're gonna go through each muscle group and exactly how to activate or strengthen it in this video. Let's dive straight into the first one. Okay, the first muscle you're gonna wanna activate is called your quad muscle. Now, some people who have aches and pains in their knees have overactive quads. This movement is not for you. This movement is for somebody who doesn't have active quads. What does that mean? Can you squeeze your thigh and feel your quad muscles activating like this? If not, then you absolutely need to do this movement. And this is important because every step we take, the quad muscle is supposed to slow us down. It's supposed to decelerate movement. And if we can't properly use this muscle, maybe it's because of past injuries, wear and tear on the knee joint, or maybe even having a knee surgery and not getting rehabilitated properly, well, then it's gonna cause your knee to hurt because you're gonna be using all the muscles around the knee that aren't strong like the quad to slow down that motion. So, how do you reactivate your quad and allow you to use it to slow down that motion and strengthen the knee? Just like this. You're gonna start in a kneeling position. Now, first of all, make sure you're kneeling on something soft. It could be a pillow or a rolled up towel. This knee that's touching the ground, there should be no discomfort on the kneecap whatsoever. From there, you're gonna take this leg and you're gonna swing it out to a 90-degree angle. So if you look down, you're gonna have this leg out to the side and your back leg is gonna be coming back like this. Now, from there, if your foot's cocked to the side like this, I want you to go point the toes straight towards the ground. So you can think about lifting your heel towards the sky. So don't let the heel fall to the outside like this. Lift it up just like that. Now, the first and most important thing on this movement is to push the top of your foot into the ground the entire movement. So the top of my foot back here is gonna push into the ground. Now, immediately, you're gonna feel your quad muscle activate when you do that. Now, as we do this movement, keep your toes pushing the ground on the back foot, and you're gonna drop your hip backwards, slowly towards that back foot. Make sure there's no pain, only go as far as you can with no pain. Pushing that toe into the ground, and then to bring your hips forward, push the toe into the ground, and imagine that toe is pushing your hips forward like this, okay? Slowly but surely, come down, pushing the top of your foot into the ground. You might start feeling your quad shake and activate. That's totally normal as long as there's no pain. Only go as far as you can with no pain. And then extend the hip like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this movement for around 60 to 90 seconds, which is usually how long it takes for that muscle to really start to fatigue, even if it's shaking and things like that. And you're gonna do this every single day to start working on activating your quad. Now, how do you know if this is working in your life? Well, if you step off a curb or go downstairs, it should reduce the pain, discomfort, or ability to go off that curb and downstairs. You should be able to walk a little faster without pain, run maybe even without pain. Because when we strengthen our quad, it helps us decelerate motion more effectively using the strong muscles that protect our knee. Now, once you've done this, let's go to the next one. Okay, the next muscle that you want to strengthen is your glute medius, and really all of the muscles that abduct and externally rotate your leg. Let me show you what I mean by that. Oftentimes, when people have weak knees or knee pain, they have this move where their knee wants to cave in like this. It's called a valgus collapse, and it's incredibly common in people who don't strengthen the glute medius and the hip external rotators, okay? And what happens is we go walk and our knee kind of rotates in like this. Every step it kind of rotates in, or we stand up from a chair, and as we stand up from a chair, our knee rotates in like this. Well, that puts wear and tear on the knee joint, and it causes a lot of knee pain. And if you do this for too long, well, you're gonna wear down that joint pretty badly, and it's gonna be difficult to repair without a surgery. So if you want to strengthen these muscles, what we're trying to do is this. We're trying to externally rotate the thigh bone like this and abduct it from our body. Well, how do we do that? One of my favorite moves that not only does that, but also strengthens the muscles on the side of your body is the kneeling side plank, but with our knees open. So here's how to do it. You're gonna come down to the ground, and you're gonna start in a kneeling position with your knees bent, okay? Your knees will be a little bit more forward than your hips, and you bring your elbow down to the ground just like this. Now from there, you're gonna press this bottom knee into the ground and bring yourself up into a nice straight line from your knees all the way through your chest, all the way through the top of your head. Now here, I want you to open your hips and lift your hips even further. Now what you should feel is this muscle, or all the muscles on the outsides of your hip, inside your glute, firing. If you don't, try to open the knees more, like this, okay? If this is too difficult for you, you can always come up on your hand and do the same exact motion with your hand, and you'll start to feel these same muscles working, okay? The higher up you are like this, the easier it is. The lower down you are like this, the harder it will be. Hold this position, again, for about 60 to 90 seconds until you feel the muscles on the sides of your body and ideally inside your hip and your glute burning. And then switch sides and make sure to repeat this movement on the other side. When we start to strengthen hip abductors and external rotators, well, then it stops that knee from caving in, puts the pressure on these large muscles inside the hip rather than the knee joint. It's going to make those knees feel so much stronger and so much better. Now let's show you the last one, which is my personal favorite. Okay, the last muscle that you're going to want to activate and strengthen, which is arguably possibly the most important and for sure is the most neglected, is this muscle right here. This is the Tibialis Interior, the front of your shin. It brings your toes towards your nose, just like this, okay? And this muscle, along with your quad, decelerate movement forward and protect the knee joint. But nobody strengthens this muscle. So here's how to do it. You're gonna find a nice wall like this. You're gonna bring your feet about 1 foot to 1.5 feet away from the wall. And you're gonna lean up against the wall like this, okay? Now from there, you just drop your shoulders away from your ears, palms facing out so we have good posture, and then you're gonna keep your legs nice and straight. Then you're gonna lift your toes towards your nose until you feel those muscles fire, and then you're gonna bring them back down, right? You can adjust your foot position. The closer you are to the wall, the easier it is. The further you are from a wall, the harder it is. Lift your toes to your nose, going back and forth, just like this, okay? And you're gonna repeat this process over and over again, just like the other ones, for somewhere around 60 to 90 seconds, or until you feel a nice pump in the fronts of your shins. Now, once you do this, you're gonna strengthen that muscle right there, the tibialis anterior, and it's going to help support the knee, and it's gonna make your body feel so much better. There you have it, 3 muscles that you should be strengthening and activating to protect your knee and strengthen your knee and make it feel amazing. Now, if you have aches and pains in your knees, the most important thing you can do is not just strengthen these muscles, but do various movements throughout your day and in your workouts using good form. Making sure you have good weight distribution on your feet, making sure your knees are going over your toes, and making sure you're using the muscles of your hips rather than the tiny muscles inside your knee to support your body. The good news is, at WeShape, we created workouts that are customized to you, that use variations of every single exercise that will be appropriate for you to strengthen the muscles that are important to protect your knee. And I should know, I've had 5 knee surgeries, and now I have strength and flexibility on my knees again that even my doctor said I could never get back. So if you want to try a WeShape workout for free, just click the link below and build your first workout with us. Thanks for watching.